Welcome back to Smart Dollar Mindset, the channel where we focus on building financial freedom through smart money habits and investing. Today, we're going to tackle one of the most common questions people ask when they're trying to take control of their money. Should you pay off debt first or start investing right away? This question is tricky, and the answer depends on a lot of factors: your type of debt, your interest rates, your income stability, your tolerance for risk, and even your financial goals. Some experts will tell you to pay off debt no matter what before you ever think about investing, while others will say you should invest as early as possible because of the power of compounding interest. So in this video, we're going to break it all down step by step. We'll explore the arguments on both sides, look at real-life examples, run the numbers, and show you how to build a balanced plan that works for your situation. By the end, you'll have clarity on how to approach this decision, and more importantly, how to move forward with confidence. The big picture. Before we dive into strategies, let's talk about why this question matters. Both debt and investing involve interest, but in opposite directions. Debt drains your money because you're paying interest. Investing grows your money because you're earning interest or returns. The key to making the right choice lies in comparing the interest rates you're paying versus the returns you could be earning. But it's not just about math. It's also about psychology, behavior, and risk tolerance. Because money isn't just numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about how you feel, how you stay motivated, and how you avoid making mistakes that set you back. Step 1. Understand your debt. The first step is to know exactly what kind of debt you have. Not all debt is equal. There are two main categories. High-interest debt, usually credit cards, payday loans, or personal loans with interest rates above 15–20%. This is toxic debt. It grows faster than most investments can keep up. If you're paying 22% interest on a credit card, investing in the stock market ATN average 8% return won't make sense. You're losing money in the spread. Low-interest debt, things like student loans, car loans, or mortgages, often with rates between 3–7%. These are more manageable, and sometimes the cost of carrying this debt can be outweighed by the gains you'd make by investing early. So the first step in deciding whether to pay debt or invest is to list out all your debts, their balances, and their interest rates. Step 2. Run the numbers. Now that you know your debt, let's run the numbers. Example. Sarah has $10,000 in credit card debt at 20% interest. She also has the opportunity to invest in an S&P 500 index fund, which historically averages around 7–10% annually. If Sarah chooses to invest instead of paying off debt, her investments might grow at 8%, but her debt is costing her 20%. That's a guaranteed loss of 12% every year. Clearly, in this situation, paying off debt first is the smart move. But let's change the numbers. Suppose Sarah has a student loan at 4% interest. In that case, the potential return on investing, 8%, is higher than the cost of her debt, 4%. Here it might make sense to start investing while still making payments on the loan. The math helps guide the decision, but it's not the whole story. Step 3. Factor in emergency savings. Before you aggressively pay debt or invest, you need a small safety net. Without an emergency fund, any unexpected expense will send you right back into debt. That's why I recommend setting aside at least $1,000, $2,000 first. This money protects you from using credit cards when life throws you a curveball. Once you have that cushion, you can focus on paying off debt or investing. Step 4. Consider the psychological side. Money is emotional. Paying off debt gives you a guaranteed return and peace of mind. Investing, on the other hand, is uncertain in the short term, but powerful in the long run. Some people feel incredibly motivated when they knock out their debts one by one. It builds momentum and discipline. Others get motivated by watching their investments grow, even if they still carry some debt. The right choice is the one you'll stick with, because consistency matters more than perfection. Step 5. The hybrid strategy. The truth is, you don't always have to choose between paying debt or investing. You can do both. Here's how a hybrid strategy works. Pay off all high-interest debt first, anything over 7–8%. While paying off lower interest debt, start investing a small amount, maybe 10–15% of your income. Once your high interest debt is gone, increase your investments aggressively. This way, you get the emotional win of paying down debt, but you also start building wealth early and take advantage of compounding interest. Real-life example, let's take an example. John has $5,000 in credit card debt at 19% interest and $20,000 in student loans at 4%. He also earns $4,000 a month. Here's a plan for him. First, he builds a $1,500 emergency fund. Then he aggressively pays down the $5,000 credit card debt while making minimum payments on student loans. Once the credit card is gone, he starts investing 15% of his income, $600/month, into index funds while paying off the student loan steadily. By the time the student loan is fully paid, John has already built a solid investment portfolio. He didn't lose years of compounding, and he avoided the burden of toxic high-interest debt. Step 6. Don't forget your 401k match. One important exception. If your employer offers a 401k match, always contribute enough to get the full match, even while paying off debt. That's free money. A 100% match is like an instant 100% return on your investment, something you'll never get anywhere else. Step 7. Protect your future. Paying off debt and investing are both about freedom. Debt repayment gives you short-term freedom. Investing gives you long-term freedom. The best path is the one that balances both, knocking out high-interest debt quickly while making sure you don't miss out on years of compounding growth. Powerful transition. Picture this. You're debt-free, and at the same time you've been investing consistently for years. Your money is growing, your stress is gone, and you finally feel in control. That's the goal, not just to pay off debt, but to build wealth and create options for yourself and your family. Final thoughts. Understanding your financial situation is not just about numbers, it's about your emotional relationship with money. Ask yourself what drives your financial choices and which emotions resurface when considering payments or investments. By recognizing these feelings, you can take informed actions that align with your values and objectives. Embrace the journey with patience, as every decision shapes not only your finances, but also your overall well-being. Take a moment to reflect on your financial priorities. Are they in sync with your dreams for the future? Consider writing down your goals, both short-term and long-term, as this will serve as a roadmap for your financial journey. Whether it's purchasing a home or building an investment portfolio, clarity in your objectives is crucial. As you align your actions with these goals, you'll gain confidence in your financial choices and work toward enhancing your sense of security. Evaluating whether to direct funds towards debt repayment or investment opportunities can also emerge from this process. Ultimately, prioritizing what truly matters will empower you to stay dedicated, making progress toward the financial stability you envision. Assess how much emotional weight your debts carry. For high-interest debts, often bring a sense of urgency that alters your financial landscape. Acknowledge that feeling overwhelmed might push you towards focusing solely on repayment to reclaim peace of mind. Meanwhile, consider the potential of low-interest debts, which might allow room for healthier financial growth through investments, enabling you to cultivate wealth over time. By evaluating each aspect thoughtfully, you can find a balance that resonates with your life circumstances, shaping a tailored financial strategy that reflects your unique situation. Taking each step mindfully will ultimately lead you closer to your goals and create a more stable future. Take ownership of your financial journey. Start today with a commitment to understanding your financial narrative. Acknowledge that every choice you make, whether it's focusing on debt repayment or investing, contributes to the broader story of your financial growth and personal freedom. Your journey towards financial clarity will empower you to achieve goals beyond mere numbers. If you found value in this video, subscribe to Smart Dollar Mindset, where we help you achieve financial freedom with smart money habits and investing. Turn on notifications so you never miss strategies that can transform your financial life.